I literally had to go to the doctor and was like, I know that my pregnancy tests are negative, but I need you to give me an ultrasound because there's something in my stomach. Hey girl. So I have something to tell you. I'm pregnant. I'm having another baby. So yeah, surprise to me too, okay? So in today's video, we are gonna be doing a get ready with me, and I'm gonna tell you guys how I found out that I was pregnant. I did not find out that I was pregnant until I was like 7.5 weeks. We're gonna talk about it. we're just gonna chat, you know what I'm saying? Give y'all the tea on how we got here in the first place. I mean, I think you know how we got here, but you get what I'm saying. Stick around. All right, so boom, we got all that stuff ready. We finna get started. Okay, 2 problems here. I wear glasses, I don't have any on, and I am looking at my makeup in the viewfinder, and that's the only way I can see, so don't come for me. Okay, so back in March, I was on birth control, and see what had happened was, okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Sorry, I gotta get real close. I had missed a couple of pills right around my son's birthday. There's just a lot going on, and I missed a couple of pills. And so a few days later, I realized that I missed the pills, and I started going through the process of, you know, when you miss pills, they're like, okay, you need to take this many this day, this many this day to catch up. And so I started doing the whole catch up process. I let my husband know that I missed the pills, but this is not the first time that I've missed the pills. So I was like, you know, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. I've gone ahead and caught up. My doctor told me before I started having children that I only ovulate like 3 to 4 times a year. So where if you ovulate normally once a month, you have a period, you ovulate. So my body doesn't work like that, and I only ovulate 3 to 4 times a year. It was about time for my period week, and I realized that I didn't have a period. And I'm like, okay, I started reading about it, and they say, you know, sometimes when you miss pills, it can cause you not to have a period. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna stress about it. I tried not to stress too much, but I did end up taking a couple of pregnancy tests just to be sure, because I'm like, even though it's unlikely that I'm pregnant, it is possible. And so let me just go ahead and take a pregnancy test. So I took a couple pregnancy tests. This was at the very beginning of April is when my period was supposed to come. It's negative. Negative pregnancy test. Was not pregnant, right? So I was like, all right, cool. Went back, took my pills as normal. You know, I started my next pack. Taking my pills as normal. Everything's gravy. So the end of that pack comes, and I don't get my period again. Now we're at the end of April, and I'm like, okay, that is really weird. Like, I've been feeling kind of funny. I have been feeling nauseous. I had thrown up a couple of times, but I had just started like this new workout program, and I had started eating better. So I was like, okay, maybe my body is not used to what I'm putting it through. But the whole time, like, I had got these negative pregnancy tests, but I was talking to my friend, and I was like, watch me end up on, I didn't know I was pregnant, because my body is acting like something is going on. Like, I was crampy. The biggest sign for me was that my breasts hurt. And before I even took any pregnancy tests, I was like, if my boobs start to hurt, then I'm gonna know something is up, because that's not something that normally happens when I'm on my period. So for me, that is usually a pregnancy symptom. I told my husband, like, I really need to schedule a doctor's appointment because, you know, I might have cysts again. So this has happened to me before, a couple of years ago. It was a couple of months before I ended up pregnant with Caleb, my second son. My body felt like it was pregnant, and I literally had to go to the doctor and was like, I know that my pregnancy tests are negative, but I need you to give me an ultrasound because there's something in my stomach. Like, I was convinced that it was a baby just because of the way it felt, but it ended up being cysts. So I told my husband, I was like, I think I need to go back to the doctor because, you know, I have the negative pregnancy test from last month. And that's really the only time that I could have gotten pregnant. But my body still feels like something is going on. So I need to go to the doctor. So I was ready to schedule a doctor's appointment. So I called my mom and I was just kind of casually talking to her. I was laying on my boys' floor, playing in their room, but I like really wasn't feeling good. I had thrown up the night before, but I knew I was trying it because I'm lactose intolerant and I ate some shrimp Alfredo. So I wasn't like super duper worried about it, but it was halfway through the day and I was still feeling really sick. So my mom was like, are you sure you're not pregnant? And I was like, yeah, like I took a pregnancy test last month. And then I was like, I took that pregnancy test last month. Maybe I need to check again. So I was like, let me just run to the store real quick and go check. So I went to the Dollar General down the street, take another pregnancy test, and baby girl. Bro, what? Bro. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I am like shook, kind of surprised, but also like I know that if I'm pregnant, it is not in the past 4 weeks. In my head, I was like, I'm between 6 and 8 weeks. Like I just know, based on how my body had been feeling. Went to the doctor to, you know, get the confirmed pregnancy test because they make you, can't forget the edges. They make you take one at the doctor's office in order to, you know, be like, yes, it's official, you're pregnant, and go from there. So I went back to the doctor the next week. I had an ultrasound. At that appointment, they told me that I was 8 weeks and either 4 or 5 days. Anyway, I found out my due date is December the 21st, which is 10 days away from my birthday. It's so cool. I'm really excited about a December baby. My husband is also born in December, so that's just really exciting for us to think about bringing a child into the world during our birthday month. So I'm really excited about that. I am gonna let my edges lay for a second. I'm gonna change my shirt and then I'll come back and finish off this story. All right, so boom, here's our video look. We're gonna finish off with a little Shea Butter Vegan Lip Balm from Shea Moisture. But yes, that is how I found out that I was pregnant with my 3rd child. I am currently 10 weeks today. And so I'm gonna go ahead and film my 10-week bump date, and we're gonna get this party started. I'm feeling a lot better than I have been in the past few weeks, which is why I'm just now coming up here. But yeah girl, we finna have a baby. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good time. Not necessarily the pregnancy, but you know, the whole bringing another child into the world. It's gonna be a good time. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, for sticking with me. I hope that you enjoy. Be sure to look out for the 10-week bump date, and I'm also gonna do a morning sickness hacks video because baby, I have been so sick. It's not even funny. But we'll talk about that later. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.